All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, LeBron and Thompson are up front. Smith is out there with Hill.
LeBron takes on such a massive responsibility season after season and has just become so devoted to maintaining his health. That's the remarkable thing about his career. He just doesn't miss time with injuries. And if you've ever watched LeBron in the offseason, in between practices, in between games, the guy is a flat-out machine.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Yeah, might get off. See you later.
Hill. Some nice passing by Cleveland here.
I might get off.
Missed inside. Green passes to Durant. And the Warriors miss again.
I might just get
fight
off.
Through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. He's just had a tough quarter. Always tough to work the closer you get to the basket. Nice job of finding an angle on the pass there.
And really deep through that time.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
Block him!
It's LeBron with the drive.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
They get it back. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Imagine that. Draymond Green bringing energy to the game. Where have I seen that before?
LeBron is doubled. It's back to Hill. And there's the pass to Smith. It's deflected. Shot clock at 5. And Thompson kicks to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Green putting the work in now, creating solid opportunities for himself down in the post using the quickness. Go back over the history of the Warriors, and something I'm quite familiar with growing up in the Bay Area. The fans of this team really suffered through a lot, now enjoying the golden age of Golden State Warrior basketball.
The Warriors have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter.
Well, with range extending out well beyond the arc, Durant has zero trouble knocking that one down.
No, my dad.
Here's LeBron.
My dad.
And he banks in the
In the
layup.
other room. Go away. Ups.
And the Warriors, as we all know, were a slumping franchise from the late 70s up until this
Jordan's
current
in my
run.
house.
Only
That's
6
so sad.
playoff appearances from 1978 to 2012.
Yeah, you don't need to tell me that, Kevin, because I was going to the games growing up as a kid in the Bay Area. But amazing to see that this franchise has found some success and that they found it in Oakland for the fans who have starved for this kind of play for so long. 40 years between championships, and now the golden era for the Golden State Warriors.
Now here's James. Here's Hill. Can't hit that one.
Just in shock that he missed that layup. Not a lot of defense there.
Durant
Get on
dishes
Fortnite.
to
I'm
Curry.
bored.
From deep. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Curry. 9 points for Kevin Durant. Stolen by McGee. Outside Durant. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Golden State.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Warriors leading by 9. From deep 3-point range. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Yeah, he has that kind of range, but maybe not that time the best judgment.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
That's a big-time finish. KD dunking all over the defense.
James with it. Now Green defending.
Never.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Smith missing. Warriors have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Durant, no good. And Hill has it in the corner. Got a piece of it. Osman. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established.
And so it's Kevin. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
They've gotten that perimeter game going first, and for me, that was the difference.
The new era of NBA basketball, playing outside in. We'll see if they could take advantage of that moving forward.
Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. And it's McGee in the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter.
No,
James wide open. And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
Right here.
Got the first basket of the second quarter for the Cavs.
Well, that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
And Brent, 14 years in the NBA, you spent about half your time on the defensive end. Of all the guys you were matched up against, who was surprisingly difficult to cover?
It's funny, Kevin, because a lot of coaches would tell you I did not spend half of my time on the defensive end.
Well, I know better.
Surprisingly difficult to stop, I would tell you, it would be Mitch Richmond. Many years in Sacramento playing for the Kings. He was known as the Rock, and I can tell you why. Running into him and his physicality as a two-guard was very, very difficult to stop. One of the game's greatest two guards.
Sturdy, wasn't he? I mean, he was thick. He was hard to move. Is what I think.
He was very thick and physical, which was something that I was certainly not. And they also ran a myriad of screens for him on every possession. The most potent offensive player they had was Mitch Richmond, and they would get him open every time. So a very difficult cover for me.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM. He even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. So he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. Cleveland moving the ball around. Back to James. Banked in off the glass.
LeBron putting the ball down on the deck. You just can't stop him when he goes straight to the rim.
Green kicks to Durant. Durant with another miss.
What?
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle, but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
From deep, James. And another three for Cleveland.
James so quick there on the draw. You got to know he's ready to shoot as soon as he's going to catch that pass.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Durant, the pass to Thompson. From deep. Durant with another miss.
Yeah, tonight his shot's been a bit off, but still, they lead the game.
And the Warriors get it back. And Thompson gets it to go.
That's good work by Klay Thompson on the boards, getting himself in great position for the second chance op.
And it's the Warriors on the break. Durant, no good.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Green, the screen. From deep three-point range. Durant with another miss. The Cavaliers trail by 7.
Yo!
Osman.
There you go.
Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron got his 7th assist in the game. Good on the three-point shot.
And this is how KD rolls, a sniper from anywhere on the court, especially from deep.
Osman kept alive. Here's Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Tristan Thompson is one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. So to do that, you can't be afraid to throw your weight around.
Gets it off. And so it's the Golden State.
Steven. State azul.
The second half just about to get going here. And Brent, something you have to praise Kerr for last season. He did an excellent job of bringing all that
Sorry,
talent
connection.
together and getting them on the same page. Not very easy with star players and big names.
Well, he had to tinker with the rotation a little bit, and then he had to also make sure that guys had confidence in their ability, and Steve was able to do that. The interesting part about all of
Curry
that,
still here?
Kevin,
Yeah,
is
Curry's
that
still here.
there were a lot of games that Steve was not there for. And for that kind of leadership, that kind of message, to be sustained in the absence of your head coach, that should tell you all you need to know about just how solid the ground is for the Golden State Warriors.
What? What open shot?
So on the floor for Cleveland. LeBron and Thompson are up front. Hill is out there with J.R. Smith. Here's LeBron.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket
What? I didn't even
in
want
the
to
paint.
shoot.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
An extremely fluid athlete
was
with
a block.
sneaky explosiveness. It's a wonder Durant doesn't block more shots. And his versatility on offense is so spectacular. He always finds ways to help put points up on the board.
So gay.
Yeah, maybe the halftime cut into some of that rhythm they had in the first half. So far, 0 for 4 to start the second half.
Get him. What?
There's the feed to Hill. No
Nice.
injection by Curry.
Good job, Curry.
Great timing on the block, catching his man off guard with a big-time rejection.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Just 5 on the clock. Hill
Here.
misses off the right eye.
Here.
Got to make those shots. Not sure how he missed it.
Oh
The
my
defense
gosh,
was
that
just
is
okay.
so damn late.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Again,
Kevin,
Durant
what are
missing.
you doing?
Well, he was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing
my
team
God.
coach. And
Why
he's
do you guys
lost a little
foul?
bit of that touch here in the second.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Bad.
And J.R. Smith, one of the more unabashed gunners, Brent, in the NBA.
I always say this about J.R. Smith.
What?
Kevin.
You shoot,
When in
Kevin
doubt,
Green.
shoot. Stay in doubt all the time. And J.R. Smith has played his
So-
career in doubt.
You got stuck. You saw that,
Quarter
right?
here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys,
It was
neither
so
team has
sad.
been able to pull away.
The drive by
Block him, block him.
James,
Someone block him.
and he uses the glass on the layup.
Of course.
LeBron's
was-
got 7 points for the quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run,
Okay.
it's come from inside the paint.
Here's McGee.
Oh.
And another basket for Golden State.
And at his height, you have to like what he gives you as a shooter.
But when he squares up
on,
from
get
the
him, get him.
medium range,
No.
there's little things you could do to stop him.
Sinks the triple.
So sad.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe
Curry, get
for
open,
success.
Curry outside. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 5th assist in this one.
Well, if they could have put a 6-man in to guard Steph Curry, they would have, and it wouldn't have mattered.
Curry with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. Curry's got the ball. The offensive rebound. Takes it into the top
Yes,
of the D and converts the layup. And it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
That's my teammate. No.
But they get it back. Thompson. And it's Klay
Good
Thompson with
shit,
the
Thompson.
rebound. Here's Durant. Stops.
What?
Pops.
What?
McGee's shot is off.
McGee, what are you doing?
Smith kicks to Hill from downtown. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for
McGee,
10.
bro.
There's just no excuse to leave someone that wide
Oh.
open. Communication breakdown.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Osman. Back to James. Curry with the steal.
Nice. Good job, Curry.
It's
Good job,
9
Curry.
seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Curry, finish it. Oh my God, pass
Kicks
it.
to Green.
What are you doing?
Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The
This game is
Cavaliers
so
trail
AIDS.
by 3.
This game is so
Gets the
AIDS.
three-pointer
Why did
to
it
fall.
pass?
8 points for J.R. Smith.
Why did it pass?
Well, that's what Smith does best, a long-range specialist who loves to square up from outside the three-point
Curry,
line.
get open, bro.
Here's McGee. Off
What
target
are you
on the
doing,
15-footer.
Marquise?
I'd just like to see the defensive effort get
Oh,
better
sad.
for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays.
Third quarter comes to a close in a
Can you stop? I'm playing a game.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Cleveland
So
gone
dumb.
7 of 15 from 3-point range.
Order some
They're
Chinese food,
not
Dad.
afraid of that shot.
We're
It's
gonna
the
go play
Splash
Sanos again.
Brothers, Curry and Klay in the backcourt. Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. And it's McGee in the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Durant
What?
tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
That was so.
Smith kicks to Hill. Out to Smith. Cleveland moving it around. Out of bounds. Golden State
Yes,
takes
son.
possession.
That's so sad. What? What? Yeah.
Here's Curry.
There's nothing.
Outside Durant. Shoots. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 29 points.
I got it. I saw the
for Kevin
message.
Durant.
But
Needing very little space to get off that signature jumper, Durant torches some pretty good defense that time.
I'll make some weird shots.
Green
Alright,
dishes
let's go.
to Durant.
Oh, right here, pass,
And
pass.
it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Yeah, just not good court awareness there. You cannot afford
so
to be
gay.
careless. That just leads to bad turnovers.
The drive by James. It's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Foul on the play, basket count, so it'll be a 3-point play chance. That's going to send LeBron James to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green. The free throw drops for James. And we talk about the things that make LeBron great, Brent. The mental aspect of his game probably goes overlooked sometimes.
When you think
Thompson.
about the way that LeBron James can be a chess master out on the floor. Wherever he wants the ball, he can set the pieces up where he knows he can take advantage of how the defense is going to play. And his teammates will tell you he can pretty much recall any play after a game that he's played. So him processing the game is on another level.
From deep. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And to me, this is why they're winning, guys. Unlikely players stepping up huge against a defense that's really nowhere to be found.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, just scanning the box score and looking at the rebound total tonight, I don't believe it. Shows the absolute passion he has for that part of the game.
Counted.
That
The
was
Cavalier
sad.
lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Thompson.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Thompson's got such a good motor and is such a good athlete for a guy his size. Charges into the lane that time.
And so Thompson nails both of them. Got a piece of it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, even though he doesn't come up with the steal, that kind of deflection will disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
That's a nice tip, and you can't leave him alone on the offensive glass or he'll find a way to get to the ball.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
That's so sad.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Durant, no good.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Pass to Curry. And Thompson kicks to McGee. Outside Durant. Curry outside. And the Warriors get it back. From deep three-point range. And McGee kicks to Durant. Launches it. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
That was so
I
sad.
think the D is just fine with those kind of shot attempts coming from him there because he's not hitting anything right now.
It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got rebound number 15 here tonight. And here's LeBron outside. The shot missing. So Golden State will take it the other way. Curry kicks to Green.
There you go.
Stolen by Thompson.
No.
Bobbed up there for Thompson. Stolen by McGee.
Go,
From
Thompson.
deep. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 13-5 run here. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do
There's
it.
so-
Fans heading for the exits.
Now the team came in fired up from the opening tip. You see the focus, ready to do battle.
And unfortunately, it's time for them to say night-night.
What?
Well, you'd like to have a rewind button and get a couple plays back, but
So sad.
impossible at this point. Need better execution at times. Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there.